Hi, this is Cable X. This is the 23rd of August 2025. I'm talking about the upcoming blood moon that's going to occur on the 7th of September, which is not far away. Interestingly, it's on 9/7. In gematria, the word death is 97. So look out for any story, whether it's a famous person death or a political event in the Middle East. Who knows? But if any of these things do happen, it was just a coincidence by me, because I wasn't trying to predict it. I'm just saying, depending on what the story is, something might happen or might not happen. So a blood moon, which is a total lunar eclipse. So basically, the moon sort of looks like it's red. That's what they mean by blood moon. So this video is going to be talking about Hulk Hogan's connection to this event. As you know, Hulk Hogan, real name Terry Gene Bollea, died at the age of 71, and it's now alleged of poor medical malpractice he died, but I'm not going to get into that. Died in Florida. And what we see here from Hogan's death to the blood moon is 46 days. And look what you got. 1 month, 15 days, 6 weeks and 4 days. I mentioned 46 days, yeah. So let's look at these key numbers here. Go to the calculator. Actually, there is a wait. Sorry. I'm just going to go to the home page. I'm sure it has a description of what I'm talking about. Is there a description somewhere? Yeah, here it is. Simply put, gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. It is an ancient practice that traces back to at least the Hebrew and Greek languages, which they use letters from the alphabet as numbers. All the way back to Kabbalah, 6th century BC, Jewish mysticism, the idea that the world was created using letters and numbers. That's a very short description. I mean, some of the time I might go through one of the gematria ebooks I have. One from Dan Beren, another one from Zachary K. Hubbard, and The Illusion, another gematria decoder. So let's go to the home page. I'm sorry, I mean the main page, which is what we're dealing with. So start with so we got 46 and 115, and another number we spotted. So let me just 64 as well. Oh, sorry, did I close that? Yeah. So 46. What is 46 in gematria? Hold on. Sacrifice. Yeah, I'm typing a bit slow. Because it's a bit awkward doing it this way. Yeah. So sorry about that. So the word sacrifice in gematria is 46. So I was saying before, 46 days to the blood moon, we get, what the hell? Yeah. 46 days we get from Hogan's death to the blood moon. 46 days. The word sacrifice is 46. But you already know my opinion. I don't think the guy is dead, to be honest, because these people simply just leave the world stage. He was an actor, like so many. Next we have the 115. We see another number of that you see sometimes. The word killing is 115. And then you got the next one, which is kill. $64. So 46 is sacrifice, 115 is killing, and 64 is kill. all tied up to the the Hogan's death to the blood moon. While we're still on the calculator, let me just type in blood moon, see what I get. I'll do it in capitals because sometimes Francis Bacon ciphers might come across some relevant data. So blood moon is 46. So Hogan dies 46 days to the blood moon, and the word blood moon is 46. Now, isn't that interesting? Looks like there's no one here, but well, I got a like. Well, if you're in the chat, or if you're liking the video, please comment. I would very much appreciate comments. So yeah, look. So let me just refresh because it's a little refreshing here. We're talking about Hulk Hogan's death, which is on the 24th of July. And we're talking about the blood moon, which is on September 7th. And between those two dates is 46. Yeah. I didn't. No. Yeah, I forgot to include the other ones at the bottom. Anyway, so blood moon is 46, yeah? The word sacrifice is 46 as well. Killing 115. I will show you. If you can't see it right now, I'll show you. The word kill is 64. So let me just show you the numbers here. So the word kill is 64. I highlight it because in the date durations we see the number 666. So 6 weeks and 4 days to the blood moon, 46 days to the blood moon, 1 month and 15 days to the blood moon. Hence, kill is 64, killing is 115, sacrifice is also 64 as well. Oh, did I spell that wrong? Oh, stupid. A bit annoying, that is. Let me just take that away. Sorry about that. I mean, why is it showing that? Is it supposed to correct my spelling? So yeah, sacrifice. Again, as I mentioned before. Yeah, let me just put that down there. So I do apologize there. So for the spelling mistakes, 46. You got 46. 46 days to the blood moon is sacrifice. 6 weeks and 4 days to the blood moon is 64. Then 1 month and 15 days to the blood moon is 115. Killing, kill, sacrifice. And then blood moon is in the Chaldean is 46 to the blood moon. That's what. Well, sorry, 46 is blood moon. So you got a blood moon connection with the Hulk Hogan's death. What the hell? Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to get across that. Where the hell? Just want to see your messages. That's what so I keep playing around with the cursor. Why are you changing between Chaldean and reverse? Oh, no. Okay. Let me just respond to your question. Let me just take that off. Basically, I'm not like other decoders that use 4-base ciphers and 4-base ciphers only. I try to use what ciphers are relevant to my decode, so that's one of the reasons why I use the Chaldean. I don't normally use Chaldean, but with Chaldean, if I do find a relevant phrase or word to the decode, I will use it. The reason why Chaldean was used mainly because because blood moon equals 46 in Chaldean, and then as I mentioned before, Hogan's death is 46 days, as I mentioned here, to the blood moon, which is going to happen on September the 7th. And also, So with Blood Moon, you got Blood Moon 46, Sacrifice 46, and we know Hogan died 46 days to the Blood Moon. And is it interesting? 46 days he dies to the Blood Moon, and the word Sacrifice is 46, and Blood Moon is 46. I mean, it's not a coincidence. It's all by the numbers. So I hope that answers your question. Chaldean's 27. 27. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good shout from you. Okay, well, I wasn't gonna go on Hogan too much. I mean, because I'm live, I tend to, after I do a decode, I tend to either stop doing decodes or just go move on to a different topic. So there's a lot going on in the world right now. A lot of stuff. I mean, let's go with the Middle East. Gaza City, because yesterday it was announced by Netanyahu he's going to take Gaza City. Yes, they say there's been declared a famine there. Let me just, because he's got plans to. Yeah, this is like yesterday. So yeah, on the 22nd. He approves a quote-unquote takeover of Gaza City. Takeover. So what's takeover in gematria? Takeover, because basically in the grand scheme of things, that's the plan all along. They want to gobble up the entire Gaza Strip. I mean, Gaza was never free to begin with, even though they supposedly pulled out of Gaza, because they were still controlling the air and the land and the seas. That's why Gaza is an open-air prison. So takeover equals 33. As you can see right there, 33. That number we see quite often. I can hear you clearly. I hope you can hear me. I don't know if that affects my mic as well. I mean, is it because I'm not near the phone? Yeah, I hope you guys can hear me, because I do try my best to speak as loud, not too loud, but as clear as I can. So the word takeover is 33, and there's also 119, like a 9/11 in reverse, and a 47. The word government's 47. Trump's last name's 47, of all things. I look at 97. The word death's 97 as well. So he wants to take over God. It's all about Greater Israel, as I mentioned a few times before. Gaza City. So what's Gaza City then? The thing I do want to mention is, like every war since the last 200 years, going back to the American Civil War, these conflicts are staged, managed, controlled from both sides. Gaza City equals 38. The word murder is 38. Greater Israel is what we're going to get. Well, Greater Israel. So to have a refresher, let me just Google Greater Israel. That's what it's all about. I mean, now he's openly saying it, because they want to expand Israel beyond its own borders. I mean, we see a situation where southern Lebanon looks like it's going to be taken by Israel. I mean, if you can see that, that's what I'm talking about right there. Just try to get a clear view of it. So if you remember, in Syria, the so-called rebels, the so-called Syrian rebels, the Democrats, the Democratic Rebellion, overthrew the tyrant President Assad. Now, I just want to say that both sides are controlled ultimately. It's most likely that a deal was made for him to flee the country, and then for his so-called foes, the opposition, to take it over. But as we've seen already, he's already like approving good relations with Israel, and it looks like Syria's part of Syria going to be gobbled up. We already got the Golan Heights anyway. Same with Lebanon. Looks like Hezbollah are going to be taken. I mean, they already weakened Hezbollah, but I don't want to in any way make it seem like there's two sides, because they all sides are controlled. Whether it's whether it's Syria, whether it's Hezbollah or Hamas. I've got more messages, okay. Cyprus. Oh yes, Cyprus. Well, I mean, well, there's a reason why they're getting away with it. I was gonna say the reason why they're getting away with it, because no one cares about what's happening. I mean, I did cover it somewhere. Let me just oh, here is something else. No, actually, what I was trying to find was a screenshot showing how both sides are controlled. If I can find it, I will find it. Where is it? I got so many. Sometimes I might delete them, but other times I just keep it as a reference. Come on. It's got to be here somewhere. Come on. Where is it? Oh, this is the guy I'm glad I found the picture of this guy. This is the guy that's the leader of Syria right now. And they say that he was on a wanted list at one point, a terrorist, whose thing was carrying out acts of terrorism, killing civilians. But now he's suddenly the leader. I mean, it seems like you're only a terrorist if you oppose the person that's doing bad things to you. But when it's a terrorist working for your agenda, in this case, because he's seen as friendly and compliant, he's not a terrorist. But if he's not friendly and compliant, he's a terrorist. But then again, it doesn't matter either way, because they control both sides ultimately. Oh, sorry, am I live? Hold on a second. Well, I'm mostly on YouTube. I also have a Rumble channel. I mean, that should be. I've got a link for my Rumble as well. And recently, I'm on TikTok now. So my name is Cable X on TikTok. Cable X Decodes. So I'm on TikTok as well. I didn't like TikTok, to be honest, but then there's an individual that's on TikTok, and I thought, I want to follow her because I like some of the stuff she does. But by the way, when I say stuff, I mean other stuff, non-geometry related. What's relevant? Okay, here's a bit of history. Israel created and has continued funded Hamas from its inception in 1978. The other major funder is the Crown via Standard Chartered Bank, which also heavily funds the IRGC, which is the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, and Hezbollah. There's no resistance. The empire controls both sides. The empire he means, believe it or not, the empire he means the old British Empire, which is now the city of London, ultimately, which is like the ghost of the old British Empire. And there's always a constant debate about who's controlling what. Is it the Zionists? Is it the Jesuits? Is it the British Empire? From what I can see, when it comes down to it, we can point to a number of entities: the City of London and Vatican City as the main power centers of the world. I say Vatican because they were behind the Holy Roman Empire, and then they were behind all the European empires, because all those royals derived their power from them, because the Pope supposedly says to them that you lot are royal, you're holy. You can be king or queen of that land. It's the divine right of kings, divine right of rule. Sorry, the divine right of kings, kind of thing. You have the right to rule over them. England, yeah, well. You can tell by my voice I'm England. Yeah, I'm from England. I'm from the East Midlands. I've only been to London once though. Okay, here's something else. According to ICT papers, Hamas was legally registered in Israel in 1978 under the auspices of Menachem Begin and by Sheikh Ahmed Yassin. Now he died in an airstrike supposedly years ago. A political disciple of Hassan al-Banna, the puppet founder of the Muslim Brotherhood, which is in my opinion which is controlled by British intelligence. Muslim Brotherhood is equally Zionist organisation whose origins were directly funded by the Rothschilds' Suez Canal Company from 1928. Both organisations have masqueraded as Islamic. Muslim Brotherhood continues to do so. Well, that's the important thing to understand. They're not Islamic. Even people who are truthers among the Muslim population, well, I am Muslim myself, even they seem to believe that the Hamas, Hezbollah, or even the Muslim Brotherhood are somehow legit. Well, they're not. There's no real Muslim resistance group that cares about the interests of Muslims. They're just controlled. And the ones that are not controlled, they're never gonna get any kind of airtime and relevance. It's always the ones that you see on stage. Hence these guys, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Muslim Brotherhood. Oh, I keep asking about where I'm from. Yes, yeah, Nottingham. Yeah, I'm from Nottingham. Yeah, Nottingham. Yeah, I'm from Nottingham. You know, we're Robin Hood town, you could say. And carrying on from here, Hamas was massively and directly funded by. It's getting hot in here. Let me try to open the doors here. From its inception on at least 2012, therefore through Qatar. So basically what it's saying is Israel funded them and then they switched it to Qatar. Well, that's true, but ultimately, it's not the question of the country of origin, because no matter what, both those countries I mentioned, Israel and then Qatar, they are both under control of the NWO cabal, New World Cabal. So it doesn't really matter which country. It might seem like it kind of matters because the people that funded them changed, but it might have changed, but it's still the same oh shit again. It initially wanted is based on support and sympathized by social work designed to win hearts and continues to act for Israel as an excuse for Israel to bomb Gaza. Tests and showcases weapons hold Gaza as blockade prisoners in an open air concentration camp. That's the situation in Gaza. So Hamas, they don't care about the Palestinians. The same thing with the PLO. They don't care about them either. They're another intelligence operation as well. Alright. Well, I've already told you where I'm from anyway, so don't need to explain more. I'm sure I told you. Okay, this is related to Karl Marx. He worked for the Crown, which created and owns the Crown Corporation of London, aka City of London. It owns BlackRock via Vanguard, corporate progeny of BEIC. This is the communism ruling class whore. And look at what year we're talking about. The year 1191 AD. Looks a bit like an island, doesn't it? The Londoners secured recognition of the commune, a municipal corporation organisation from Prince John and other magnates. So that's how long the City of London's been around. It is a private city within Greater London. It literally has its own laws and its own governance. So it's highly independent. I mean, this illustrates what I'm talking about here. It's all scripted. It's dialectical theatre. You've been given stage characters, but the playwright's still hidden, still feeding on your division. Well, when you talk about division, here's what you have right now. You've got people that are pro-immigration. You have people that are anti-immigration. You have people that are left, people that are right, people that are conservative, people that are liberal, people that are communist, people that are fascist, people that are far left, people far right. It just never ends, doesn't it? Division, division, division. Never ends. They're playing all sides. They really are. And those that call themselves alternative media, they're not helping it either, because they seem to have a positive opinion of the likes of Zion Robinson, aka Tommy Robinson, I'm saying, or Stephen Yaxley Lennon, whatever the fuck his name is. Part of my language. Andrew Tate, people like this. Should not be allowed to have a country within a country. Are you talking about City of London? Well, that's what happened. Well, that's how it. That's how it is. No one's ever. Isn't it interesting when you see protests? They never ever go. Never protest in the City of London, or protest where the Crown Temple is located. The Crown Temple. I just mentioned Crown Temple right now. Let me just. Gonna go on Twitter right now. Gonna find. What is it? This guy's name's TJ. TJ. Trevor Jukes. TJ. T. Yeah, there he is. He's the guy. He's always got that. He's always got the that interesting screenshot. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. Well, shout out to. It says here. This is a quote. The government and judicial systems within the United States of America are both federal, local, state levels is owned by the Crown, which is a private foreign power. Before jumping to conclusions about the Queen of England or the royal families of Britain owning the USA, this is specifically a different crown. Yeah, people tend to think the crown means the royals. No. The royals are as much as puppets as, say, the dare I say, the Rothschild and the banking families. I believe there's a power above all them, whose names we will never know, because they are literally behind the shadows, and they never reveal themselves. You only get the names, but not the real players. You won't get. There's that film, the famous film, The Wizard of Oz, where the guy reveals himself. Well, in this case, you won't ever get who's really pulling the strings. They won't reveal himself. So back to this. This is a different crown. It's specifically referencing the established Templar Church, known for centuries by the world as the Crown. Knights Templar goes back to Knights Templar, and here is what's called the Crown Temple. You see right here. Maybe I'll have to go there one day. What most people think of the Crown, they very likely imagine a connection to the British royal family. However, in this instance, it is reference to the Crown at the Temple Bar, which resides in the City of London. This area is where many lawmakers and bankers operate from. Indeed, those who subscribe to a worldwide conspiracy of elite overlords controlling everything state that the Crown is one of the essential operating locations. He also mentions the Vatican City. So yeah, he also mentioned that. I don't know if I entirely endorse what's said here, but he says it's the ruling dynasty which rule their power through the Crown Temple. Though he says it's the Jesuits, but again, it's a lot more complicated. He says the crown is one apparatus of the Roman Empire. Again, he's alleging that the Roman Empire never died, they just hid their power for existence. Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Tate's full of shit. I'm sorry, he's full of shit. I mean, he's another guy that pretends to be anti-establishment, even though through the guy's background, he's famous for what? Being on Big Brother. The guy was on Big Brother. I mean, I don't want to talk about him too much. He was on Big Brother, and he has no qualifications whatsoever to voice his opinion on anything. I mean, since when did this guy become such an outspoken critic of government policy? I don't understand it. I don't know why this guy came around. He is like a lot of people, like famous people, just another shill. Same with Tommy Robinson, Piers Morgan, so many others. Regardless of their opinions about things. I mean, look here, Andrew Tate equals 666. I mean, isn't that ironic? Not trying to say he's the devil or anything, but it's kind of highlights his controlled opposition. To have a name equaling 666. I mean, there's plenty of people that talk sense. I mean, people that I used to follow over the years, like George Galloway, Alex Jones, David Icke. I used to follow these people, but I discovered that these people are not on our side. They're not. Well, I've never watched any of his talks, but what I can tell you about Andrew Tate, he is a scammer. I mean, you know what? I might have played a video. I can play a video, but I think I'm going to end the stream now because I don't be on for too long. There's a video of him showing him to be a scammer. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to play that video. It's from Industry Hoax Revealed. If it doesn't happen. Okay, let's go to... Where's... Let's go.
Danny Masterson.
Now this is going to talk about... This is from Industry Hoax Revealed, my favourite YouTube channel, because it really exposes all the psyops, all the hoaxes, all the bullshit that we see in the media. So let me play this clip. Dividing of the Sexes. This is a censored version because the full version is on his Patreon. Industry Hoax Revealed documentary, Dividing of the Sexes.
And Andrew Tate and more. Remember, Tate went on the Alex Jones show, so that's your first question. Why was Jones promoting this guy? Was Tate paying to appear?
I was on the podcast about four times in the last 4 years. I did one relatively recently.
So four times you went on Alex Jones's podcast.
No, the CIA was most likely fronting the bill. We all remember how Tate came out of nowhere. Does Tate have any qualifications to pontificate on any subject? Has he ever done anything important? No, he is famous only because he is promoted. This is what millions of dollars of promotion will buy you. Before his recent rise, Tate had never been known for anything other than being kicked off Big Brother. He admits to scamming desperate men to make money through his web business, and also ran the pyramid scheme Hustlers University. His Wikipedia page admits he is being actively pursued in Romania for... To me, he was just the face of the Old Men Are Pigs project at the time. He has always looked like an agent being paid to be as obnoxious as possible, to further erode the heterosexual relationship, and to drive the wedge between women and men further.
You got your sword, your wife starts talking, you're like, Shut up. I decide what I do. Be quiet. Cook.
My guess is all his numbers are faked by Langley bots. There is no chance he had 13 billion views on TikTok or 4.7 million followers on Instagram when it started. And of course, he goes through the script of being charged with and forming an organized crime group to fit the times. All the people being promoted in the world on both sides of every question are people like this. Utter frauds. They have
what you're watching is from a channel called Industry Hoax Revealed. Look, if you can see, yeah, let me just put it like that. Yeah, look, it's a channel I've subscribed to. This is what I'm watching. So let me just finish this up a bit.
no qualifications, no history of achievement, and often almost no real bio. They are being sold to you only to further your confusion. And that includes the full spectrum of personalities, from this lowest level of Andrew Tate or Kevin Samuels to the highest level. Trump is no different. Remember, Donald Trump was one of the first to be sued under the law when it took effect. For all that was thinking Trump was draining the swamp, you were wrong. Trump was talking about fake news while helping create it.
I have one word for you.
Okay, I'm not gonna play anymore. Okay, well that's good. You already subscribed. Yeah. No, maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but it's a good YouTube channel. It really is. It's a really good YouTube channel. Goes with the hoaxes that happen. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to show you. Every national government gets its order from a single ruling entity, which is the crown, the principal apparatus. Now, there's a organization called the Chatham House, or otherwise known as the Royal Institute of International Affairs. Chatham House. Let me go there. I mean, I suppose the Independent Policy Institute based in London. Well, you got Chatham House in London, then you got its sister branch in America called the Council of Foreign Relations, and the whole things. And then, I mean, I remember years ago, Alan Watt, the late Alan Watt, he died unfortunately. He pointed out how Chatham House has its own branches in many countries, if not all countries, of its so-called roundtable group or think tank. As you see here, Russia has its branch, Chatham House branch, China, Iran, Israel, and so does every other national government around the world. The purpose is they formulate policy, despite what people might say. Oh, they don't formulate policy. They're just talking, discussing as well. Well, to me, they are used to formulate policy. Whether it's good policies or bad policies, doesn't matter. It's all formulated from these roundtable networks. Yeah. So yeah, look here. Like I said before, I'm just trying to highlight a point here. Look, this is from my paternal home. I say paternal home because one of my parents is from Pakistan, while my mother, they're born in here, England. So look, Pakistan International Affairs, founded in 1947, affiliation with the Royal Institute of International Affairs, and affiliated with the Institute of Pacific Relations in New York City. So supposedly, Pakistan is at odds with the US and the UK sometimes, but the reality is they're not. They're all part of the one world agenda. Oh, what the hell? Did I speed up? Good at that. Yeah, I just mentioned about Hamas before. I mean, this is from Dennis. Dennis does a lot of good good work. He connects a lot of dots. He's even like that, done genealogies of people like Tony Blair, Tony Benn, all these famous politicians, and points out that these current politicians, or or former prime ministers, Tony Blair, as I mentioned before, they have either bloods of royals or bloods of nobles or dukes or duchesses or whatever. Meaning that these people don't come out of nowhere, because they literally come out of nowhere. They come because they got some kind of blue blood in them. Yeah, blue blood is probably another word to use. Blue blood. While the majority is all red blood, these are blue bloods, these people. That's why they get there. Okay, I mean, as I mentioned before, billions of dollars were given to the Israeli Revolutionary Guard, Hamas, and Hezbollah through Standard Chartered. Now, for those who don't know, Standard Chartered is one of the corporate sponsors of the Liverpool Football Club, which is owned by the American owners. Whose chairman is Freeman of the City of London, a member of the livery company. World War III being settled by the Crown, Mystery Babylon. Among the files Knight provided to the government back then, this is like years ago, he said that he received decloaked, showing that Standard Chartered continued to serve clients it's called the Iran Group between 2008-2012. The clients include front companies for Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Hamas, Hezbollah, Iran-related entities based in Kuwait, UAE, Germany, and other countries. I mean, here's the leader of Hezbollah doing a kind of Masonic similar pyramid sign. You've seen Jay-Z do that, I'm sure. If you know, yeah, assuming that you know Jay-Z. I mean, here's Hitler with a representative from the Vatican. Obviously, it was the big banks that funded him, but then you got the Knights of Malta as well. For example, Knights of Malta, Franz von Papen from the Centre Party helped the Nazis to receive political power in the German Parliament. I mean, there's more pictures of me. Here they are. Here you got all these Catholics, so-called Catholics here, doing the last salute. I mean, well, I mean, obviously this is not necessarily my opinion. The opinion is that it's the Knights of Malta that the engineers of this war. Well, then again, a lot of people are. Oh, I mean, there is a membership list of the Knights of Malta, very old one, not a like a updated one. It includes, ex-CIA people, ex-MI6 directors, prime ministers. Even Nelson Mandela is a Knights of Malta, the late Nelson Mandela. I mean, Israel, Iran. I mean, look at this. I mean, look, they say they're against each other. So why are they both set to join? I know it's an old article, but still, it's relevant. Israel and Iran both set to join Russia-led free trade zone. I mean, okay, they're not signing a deal, but it's most likely they are, because, again, they're not enemies. They're it's just all theatre again. I mean, look, here's another thing. The Trump delusion. Because what it is, it's a delusion. Being a Zionist, AIPAC, ADL, CFR, Trial Commission builder, puppet. Oof. Okay, I'm not going to read all that. Might be too sensitive for YouTube. I mean, speaking of symbolism, Masonic symbolism, this is a bit off topic. Look, here's Serena Williams. I mean, you see a lot of these famous celebrities do the hand gestures, all the weird hand gestures. I know with hand gestures, I tend not to focus on too much, because people might get the idea that, oh, why are you just focused on hand gestures all the time? It doesn't really prove anything. Well, it doesn't. But if it's frequent among the famous people, then you must, and you learn to decode what these symbols really mean. Then you know they're in the club. Maybe she's in the club. And by the way, all professional sports are rigged. So whatever compliments she's made, it's because it was rigged in her favour. I mean, is it me or does she look like a cross-dresser? Well, that's a topic I'm not going to get into. Let's she is. Why do I keep going up again? A bit sensitive, this, mobile phone. Here's some geometry here. Osama bin Laden was 444 weeks old when Bashar al-Assad was born on September 11th. Geometry equals 444. Knows that the 2024 coup in Syria is part of the plan. Bashar was born 1,444 days after the Syrian coup d'etat of 1961 that led to the Syria leaving the United Arab Republic. So you got gematria 44, occult 44, Jesus 44, Muhammad 44, Messiah 44. It's all part of coding these people's rise to power. I don't know if you remember this story back a few years ago. Yeah, all these assassination plots against him, they're all fake. They're all hoaxes. There's no real plot to kill him. It's just a way to create the perception that he's been targeted because he's against the agenda. When clearly he's not. Clearly isn't. As I said many times, I know someone asked me, why do you always go like Trump? Well, I'll tell you why. Why, of course, other people have to be exposed, not just him. Because he, for some reason, he's got some kind of hold over his own base. And then people who are into conspiracy, he's got a hold of them as well. Because they think he's on their side. Because he talks about conspiracies, supposedly. Well, the reality is that he's wonderful. If they didn't want him to be president, all they had to do was just. I mean, they could have ended Trump years ago before he ran for president by revealing all the dirt they've got on him, because they got dirt on all these politicians. They'll have compromised photos, compromised videos. When I'm talking about dirt on him, I'm talking about dirt that, whether it's the KGB, FSB, Mossad, CIA, MI6, they're gonna have dirt on the people that are puppets, including him. It's a way to keep them in line. And a way to control them. Plus, he's been groomed to be president. He didn't become president because the public's democratic vote made the difference. It wasn't about. I mean, it was already planned he was going to win. Again. It was planned he was going to win. It was planned he was going to lose to Biden. It was planned he was going to beat Kamala Harris, which happened last year. Which is not long ago. Now we're seeing the economic turn with the tariffs, right? I believe this guy's been set up to crash the American economy. Now, I can't say when it's going to happen. I don't want to say it's going to happen tomorrow, or 6 months, or even a year. Maybe between now to 5 years, there's going to be some kind of economic crash. I don't know what month or what year exact. I'm just giving a timeline. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but I fear it's going to happen, and it's going to affect the British economy too, not just US economy, because we're all interlinked, aren't we? But the ones that are going to get hurt in the end is the public. Suppose they'll be hurt by the economy. So yeah, I think we've gone on for too long. So thanks for joining me, and see you lot soon. I'm gonna end